Hey, it's Jasmine here from jasminewonders.wordpress.com, and this is part 5 of my video blog series called Enhance Your Travel Experience. And this is probably the most important tip that I can give you, and thinking about it, I probably should have made it number 1. But this tip is to trust your instincts. I think this is really important all the time, not just traveling, but in your daily life. But it has made a difference several times when I've traveled and probably saved me from some bad experiences a couple times. One in particular I can think of is when my grandmother and I were in Rome, and we were waiting outside for a taxi outside of the train station, and some man approached us, and I thought he was a taxi driver with one of the official ones out in front. And he ended up trying to take us into the parking lot, but I thought, obviously that seems really dodgy. So we were just kind of standing on the sidewalk, and then a local woman walked by, and she asked us if we were waiting for a taxi, and we said yeah. And she looked at him, and she shook her head. So that was confirmation for me that I made the right decision in trusting my instincts. And another funnier example is when I was in Lombok, Indonesia, and I met this guy from there, and he told me that he'd take me to his village and show me around. And of course, every traveler wants to have that authentic experience and be able to go to the village, but something told me that was weird, or I just had a weird feeling about him. And I found out why the next time I saw him, because he told me that I'd be meeting his mother, and that his mother would be trying to convince me to marry him. And if I said no, she would cry. And I certainly didn't want to see any older woman cry, so I decided not to go. And the time that it led to a good experience is when I was in Bali. And I remember walking by, a whole bunch of surfers. If anybody's ever been to Bali, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And everyone's pretty friendly, and they try to sell surf lessons. I always decline because I can't swim, so I'd probably be a horrible surfer. But I remember passing one particular group, and after I told them that I didn't want surf lessons, they, asked me if I'd sit down with them and hang out. And I had a really good feeling about these guys, and so I did, and they ended up being really good friends of mine. And the whole time I was there, I saw them every day, and I met a lot of people through them. So that was a really great decision for me because I trusted my instincts. So above what you might read in a guidebook, above what you might hear from other travelers, above what you think you know about things, your instincts, your gut feeling is always most important. And I always trust this above everything else, and it's worked out really well for me. So that's the most important thing I can suggest to enhance your travel experience. So that's it for today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.